2027?
I seem to largely agree with my sister, Dr. Mumbi, because I know the president very well, and I know some of the young men and women who are casting aspersion on the integrity of the deputy president are people who cannot do it without tacit approval from the boss himself. And this therefore means everything has been choreographed to make sure that the deputy president is made to look bad. And in the process, and this is the card that I feel is too dangerous, is to try to isolate the community and make them look bad. When they talk of their unity, we see as if they are being tribal, when everybody else is talking about unity in Kenya. It reminds me of the 2007 election, where it was 41 against 1. And that thing was done through these FM stations, and it almost brought us to the turmoil that we saw in that particular time. It is my request to the president and the deputy president that yes, they may not like each other, and they were not meant to be friends anyway, but they were brought together by fate of this nation and by their desire to win the last general election. They should tolerate each other in the intervening period so that we have some semblance of peace, and we also give respect to that position of the deputy president. Because yes, the president himself, during his inaugural speech, said he was not going to treat the deputy president the way he had been treated. Of course, it was against the protocol. When the international community is here, you don't make such statements. But he has now gone back on his own statement, which means there must be something deeper. And what I've said before, Fred, is we should have known the genesis of Ruto altercations, so that we're able to learn how to treat this position of deputy president in future. Mm-hmm. I've said before, and I still repeat, that it's not Gachagua, it's not Ruto, or any other person. It is the way we have allowed politics to foment around that position, where when the president is trying to leave some legacy, the deputy president either is being frustrated from also making inroads to be a man of his own. He knew the way most of the MPs did not vote for him, that he had some job to do. And I think we have assisted him to do that job. Today, Gachagua, if you are to change and give to even Kindiki, the mountain will just collapse on the feet of the president. Mm-hmm. The president knows also that the numbers around the mountain, if they were to be combined with the eastern bloc of the Akamba nation, the president will be at home by 9 o'clock. And therefore, being cognizant of that particular challenge and also the burden of incumbency that he was able to lift from his shoulder and place it on the shoulders of Prime Minister Raila Odinga, this time he has nobody to give that burden of incumbency. He has to carry it himself. And he has been making promises that he knows he will not deliver. So the conspiracy between the burden of incumbency and the promises that are not yet to be fulfilled is likely to make a lot of problems for the president. And therefore he's trying to juggle around. And I can see he's running out of options. Mm-hmm. And perhaps that's why he thinks he can think of the Western Bloc against the Eastern Bloc. All that needs a lot of gymnastics. Finally, to agree again with my sister, the deputy president should know that the deal with William is over. But he should not show his head. We still need him there. He should only reach out to good friends. I'm sure he has ways of identifying. I may not be one of them, but people like Philip here has been praising him endlessly. And therefore, he's a candidate for that kind of networking. and is likely to do a good job.
Okay. Bwana Kisia, even in the